Resurrecting animals back from extinction sounds exciting and terrifying at the same time. I mean, it would be amazing to reintroduce species that we've never seen before so that we can study their behaviors and learn more about them, but it would also be terrifying because we just can't predict what would happen. Not to mention, it could be seen as highly unethical. Whichever stance you choose to take, we're going to be looking at some species that scientists are actually trying to bring back from extinction. With modern science and advances in DNA sequencing, this could very well happen in our lifetime. But what do you think Darwin would have to say about all of this? Well, how's it going, YouTube? I'm your host for this one, NEANDERTHALS, and welcome back to another most amazing top 10 video. And just letting you guys know that we have a brand new channel. You guys can click right over here or click the links in the description down below. It's called Top 10 Central. And just letting you guys know, I'm on the channel. There's gonna be other big hosts on the channel as well. The first video, by the time you guys go check it out, is probably uploaded. It's a comedy top 10 channel. It's a whole lot of fun. If you guys love what we do here, you're gonna absolutely love what we do on that channel. We're staying away from scary on that channel because I know a lot of you guys want us to do top 10 videos on this channel that aren't scary. So we're like, you know what, let's make this new channel for you guys. So yeah, this channel is requested by you guys. So go check it out, Top 10 Central, the link in the description below, or you guys can click right over here. Alright, let's get right into this list. This is the top 10 scary animals scientists want to bring back to life. The mastodon tramples onto this list at number 10. Mastodons were famous for their long, curved, and dangerous looking tusks. They went extinct about 11,000 years ago, shortly after the last ice age. Their average body size was around 7 foot 7 inches for females, and large males measured in at about 9 feet 2 inches in height. They most likely went extinct from a combination of climate change, increased competition for food sources, and possibly hunting by early humans. Thankfully for us, they are plant eaters and showed no interest in eating humans. So don't worry, you'll still rest peaceful tonight knowing that if scientists do bring these animals back to life, we're gonna be okay. The woolly mammoth barges onto this list at number 9. These creatures were closely related to today's modern Asian elephants. Elephants have become my favorite animals. They're very intelligent beings. They were around 4 meters tall and weighed approximately 6 tons. Because we have a lot of mammoth corpses that are so well preserved, scientists have been able to extract their DNA. So in theory, we would be able to clone the woolly mammoth and bring them back from extinction. But you know what, I'm not sure how I would feel about this because they are absolutely massive. And what if we can't tame them? And now at number 8, we have the Tasmanian tiger. Before researching for this list, I had no idea that these things ever existed. I've heard of the Tasmanian devil, but not the Tasmanian tiger. These creatures predominantly hunted at night, and their prey includes kangaroos, wallabies, small mammals, and birds. Hopefully we're not considered small mammals. Well, apparently they would chase after their prey over long distances, slowly tiring them out, and then without warning they would sprint and grab their victims by the neck. They were able to open up their jaws to about a 120-degree angle, and sometimes they would even hop around on 2 legs. I mean, what a weird animal. They eventually died out in the 1930s, but that's not stopping scientists from one day bringing them back from the dead to live amongst us. Number 7, we have the Irish elk. This animal was one of the largest deer to ever walk on the earth. It's suspected that these animals roamed the earth about 7,700 years ago in Siberia, and our current red deer or fallow deer might have some similar genes to the Irish elk. They stood at a height of about 7 feet tall, and their massive antlers measured in at a whopping 12 feet long. I mean, is this real life right now? Those humongous antlers probably did some serious damage back in the day. Well, not really. Apparently their antlers weren't the best in battle. It was mainly used as a way to attract the ladies. In either case, I think the Irish elk would give our current moose a run for their money. Unless it's a Canadian moose. Canadian mooses are extremely large. For those of you guys who are scared of birds, you might want to take cover because in at number 6, we have the moa. These guys were flightless birds that lived in New Zealand. They went extinct about 700 years ago, which is actually pretty recent if you think about it. But now scientists believe that they are getting very close to bringing these large birds back from the dead. The moa were extremely tall. They measured in at about 12 feet and weighed over a ton. I mean, what the heck did these guys eat? I need to get on this moa diet when I'm ready to put on some serious muscle gains. They were also very swift runners. They were able to defend themselves by kicking whenever they got cornered. Thankfully, they mainly ate seeds, fruits, leaves, and grass, so you know what? I'd gladly welcome these guys back if we managed to bring them back from extinction. But I know a few people who are scared of birds who would probably want to stop this from happening altogether. Caspian tigers crawl onto our list at number 5. These creatures used to be located in Turkey and Central Asia, but they went extinct in the 1960s, so not that long ago. They were known to be aggressive hunters that preyed on wild boar, red deer, and domestic animals such as dogs and cattle. There are some scientists that want to bring back the Caspian tigers by reintroducing the nearly identical Siberian tiger to its old habitats, where they are expecting it to adapt. Up next on our list, number 4, we're talking about the woolly rhinoceros. These huge beasts became extinct at the end of the most recent ice age. The woolly rhino was a massive animal. He had 2 large horns near the front of his skull, and he was covered with a thick coat of hair that made it ideal for him to live in harsh climates. Humans are being blamed for their extinction, so I guess scientists want to reintroduce them back into the environment, to make up for it. But the real question is, what kind of impact would reintroducing the woolly rhinoceros have on our animals living today? I'm not sure if it would be in anyone's best interest to bring them back from the dead. Because if we bring them back from the dead, what animal species do they totally eliminate? And now number 3, we have the Siberian unicorn. I guess unicorns really did exist, I kid you not, except they didn't look like the typical white horse that, we see in fairy tale books. So let's take a look at what this thing looks like. Here it is right here. The Siberian unicorn lived up until 39,000 years ago. They were 1.9 meters tall, about 4 meters long, and weighed in more than 4 tons. These massive creatures probably went extinct due to the drastic climate change, loss of vegetation, and of course human hunting. But just like the other creatures on our list, scientists believe that they can potentially bring back this animal and reintroduce them into its natural habitat. But I'm thinking that the Siberian unicorn is probably better off staying extinct. I don't think that they would be able to live in our current environmental conditions. I mean, why would we want them to suffer? Haven't we already done enough damage? Saber-toothed tiger makes it onto our list at number 2. Now this would be so cool. These beasts had canine teeth that were 11 inches long with fine serrated fangs. But oddly enough, these scary looking teeth were actually pretty brittle and they would easily break during combat. But that doesn't make them any less scarier. The saber-toothed tiger had a very specialized hunting skill. They would strategically pounce on their prey from trees and plunge their teeth into their prey's neck, and then they would wait for their prey to just bleed to death. We actually have some of their fossils in our possession, and scientists might be able to use it to clone them in the future. But why would scientists want to bring this animal back to life? I mean, that is one of the biggest mysteries. Topping our list at number 1, we have the Neanderthals. About 45,000 years ago, Homo sapiens lived alongside Neanderthals who had their own society, tools, and cultural practices. They most likely went extinct due to competition for resources, climate change, disease, or a combination of all those things. However, with our recent advancements with the genetic technologies, Neanderthals could possibly make a return to our civilization. Scientists are proposing that they can use gene editing tools and DNA sequences to bring them back to life. But it's also important to note that we would not be bringing back a perfect copy of a Neanderthal, and I think it would be unethical to bring them back. I mean, don't get me wrong, I think it's awesome that de-extinction could be something that happens in our lifetime, but we also have to be very careful. I mean, we all saw what happened in Jurassic Park. They were able to bring back the dinosaurs, but was that a good idea? I don't think so. Well, there you guys have it. I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys check out our brand new channel, Top 10 Central, where I'm going to be your host for that one. Well, I'm going to be your host for the first video on the channel. Well, thank you guys so much for watching this one. I'll see you all in the next most amazing Top 10 video. The Mastodon tramples onto this list at number 10.
Tramples.
What did I say?
Travels.
Travels? No, I said tramples.
Oh, I heard travels.
I said tramples. Alright, you rewatch this. The woolly mammoth. The woolly mammoth. That's so what the frick? Can't close that door. Like, yeah, just leave it. I'll just try to ignore it. It's like right there too. I mean, is this real life right now? Those enormous antlers.
Humongous.
Humongous.